Hey guys, me Dave. It is, what is it? 5:20 or I don't know what the date is. It's 5 something. 29? I don't know. 30th, 31st. I don't know what the date is. Oh, it's Memorial Day. I know that. So anyway, I thought I would do a video. Yeah, so those old videos don't do me justice. Bad video quality. I do look different. I was thinner. Now I'm almost 200 pounds. They put me through hell, you guys. I was getting chemicals, real chemicals, you guys, into the house, piped into the house. They would do the chemicals can create behaviors, and stuff. Behavioral modification. Um, they were doing all kinds of stuff to me back in the day, 2015. That was before I was diagnosed, and I was getting hit, and there were cops would come here and do a safety check on me, and they did the whole, they did the routine of a typical TI, trying to make a typical TI crazy. You look crazy, you're not crazy at all, so they come here with counselors and the police, and they call the police on you, and they provoke you multiple times a day with rage, and you're breaking things, you're breaking cups, and you're breaking this and breaking that, and it was a very stressful situation 24/7. I was getting V2K, Voice of Skull. I was getting Voice of Skull skits. I'd have a different skit for each day of the week. They would do skits. They were live a lot of times, and stuff. So it was really, I was getting nailed hard. They did everything to me, you guys. They did everything. That was, what? That was 2015, so I'm talking 7 years ago. So I was like 42 when I got into this program, hardcore. I haven't worked in 7 years. Well, I haven't worked since 2014, and they ruined me. They ruined that job for me, and they ruined everything. I mean, every way they could hit me, they did. They were telling my relative not to buy groceries, not to buy heat. This house was really cold, almost until the dead of winter. They were telling her not to get heat, don't buy any food. I mean, it was like I was a prisoner in a CIA prison or something, or whatever. What's that prison that they that's still open, where they hold? I forgot what it's called. But they did everything to me, trying to starve me. They didn't want me to have any heat. They didn't want me to have a car. I had a car and a truck at that time, and I sold the truck. But they didn't want. They didn't want anything for me. I was in a torture chamber. They turned this room into a torture chamber. We had a landline phone. They told her to get rid of that phone. Get rid of the phone, because I was calling police. I didn't know what was going on. And so they told her to get rid of that phone. I was being gang stalked. I thought these people were coming to hurt me. I went through the worst torture in human history, as far as I'm concerned. They really did a number on me when I was being tortured. They did everything to me. I had a heart attack. They gave me a heart attack in, it was either 2017 or 2018. 2017, I think it was, because I still have my Doberman here. They were blowing cold air in here. I don't know how they did it, but they were blowing cold air in this room. They piped, piped stuff in. It's unbelievable but they really did. So they really did a number on me, and stuff, and you know, the video that the first one I put up doesn't look that well. It looks like I'm missing teeth, but my teeth was so stained from tobacco that I had to get my tooth fixed. After that, after I got back on my feet, so they were stained. So if it looks like I'm missing teeth, I wasn't. But poor quality, video quality. So I look way worse than I probably did look worse. I look really thin and skinny and small and everything else. But I was being nailed. I was fighting this 24/7. I had Voice of Skull 24/7. Like I say, they didn't buy any food, didn't have any heat. Until it got really cold. I mean, they were telling her to do everything. I was stuck. I was being tortured for a year. I was isolated for a year. A whole year with no TV, hardly no computer, and all this stuff. I was talking to these guys almost 24/7. I was having a conversation with these guys almost 24/7. We were having a conversation. They were telling me how the program works. They were telling me certain things in the program. Some of it was true, some of it wasn't true. They were. I got it the worst. They were hurting my Doberman. They were torturing her. They were hurting her. One time, the police officer came here, and I think they were going to take the dogs out of here because they knew they were being hit. Police officer came in the house, and I was talking to him, and he was talking about the videos on Facebook, and he's like, "Do you think you're one of these people?" What targeted individual? He's like, "Do you think you're one of these people?" I said, "Yeah, I do." And I had copper in my hat. I had copper lead around my wrists. I mean, I was trying everything to block this stuff out. And he's like, "How many dogs do you have?" Because my relative had dogs too. So I said, "I have 2 dogs. I have a lab and my Doberman." And they were hitting my Doberman really hard. When I look back now, they were hitting her more than I thought. She was miserable. She went through the last 3 or 4 years of her life being tortured just as bad as me. And she didn't do anything to anybody. And they hurt her bad. And they killed her daughter. Her daughter was a Collie Doberman mix. And they tortured that dog all the way to the vet. They did not let up off her. She had a needle in her. We had to put her down. I wish I would have handled that different. I wish I would have called the police. Come get me out of here. They're hurting my dogs. I don't care what you do with me. Get me out of here. Leave my family and my pets alone. And I still feel that way. If they touch Tanner, or they start touching these dogs, I'm going to write to everyone, and if they don't stop, I'm going to throw myself out of here, because I don't care. Leave my pets and everything alone. These people are crazy, you guys, and I've contacted everyone about these fools, and they don't care. They don't have a conscience. They have no guilt. They have nothing. They're on drugs. They're alcoholics. They're pieces of crap. And they don't belong in our society. That's the way I feel. These people have done everything to me. And I got tortured in the hospital multiple times. They turned it into a torture chamber. They almost killed me. They made my heart beat so fast out of my chest one night that they're lucky. It probably did do damage to my heart, but they're lucky I didn't go into cardiac arrest or something. I'm telling you, I went through it more than anybody I've ever seen. And stuff. It's crazy. And they're still laying it on. They're cutting the money off, but they're still laying it on. This dipshit, he doesn't care. These dipshits don't care. They don't care. I mean, they're cutting their money off, and they're gonna cut them off again next month, and all this stuff. And they're laying it on so thick, with they're doing a lot of V2K sounds and stuff, like a bullhorn and a helicopter flying by when it's really not helicopter at all. It's V2K, because they can't. You're gonna spend $25,000 to have a helicopter drive by. It's like. So they're doing stuff like that. They're hitting me hard now. I got a lot of harassment today. And I'll tell you something, these people have no respect for anybody. They don't have no respect for themselves. Nothing. They're punks. And they have little kids doing their dirty work. Little kids doing their dirty work. Like 10, 11 years old. Doing their dirty work. They had a little 10-year-old out there banging and banging and banging and banging and banging, on the ground. These people they don't care. And their brains are not developed like the rest of us. And so they're about at a 12, 13-year-old level of maturity, because their brains, they're psychopaths, and their brains haven't developed, to full adulthood or whatever you want to call it, So they're crazy, man. I'm telling you, they're crazy. And they took a videotape of mine. They took a videotape. I had 8 hours of the dogs when they were puppies and stuff like that. And I had a vacation on there of my ex-girlfriend. And they took that videotape when I was locked up. They came in here and they stole a memory card full of evidence, and they stole a videotape from like a camcorder. They took that. All my memories are gone, of Lexi when she was a puppy and everything else, and she had her ears done, and they took it all away. They took there's nothing they haven't done to me. They've done it all. Except give me a stroke. They haven't given me a stroke yet. Which is shockingly. They'll probably will. They'll probably give me a stroke. They gave me a seizure type thing before, and they gave me a heart attack. I'm telling you, man, I've been through it. But they're crazy. So I just want to say that. Don't mind those videos. I don't look the greatest in those videos. The lighting was bad, poor lighting, video quality was horse crap and stuff, but I was being nailed, and that was 7 years ago. So I came across them on my old computer, and I can't even get into it now. It's locked up, can't get into it, but anyway, so I'm going to cut this off. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Happy Memorial Day, and I'll talk to you guys later.